TGH is up 1-0. And it looks like we're ready to go here.
Yep. Starting up.
So again, prologue, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on here. And again, also, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody's here been since game 1. So we're going to kind of pull away from the tech and everything else and just kind of pay attention to what the runners are doing here. So with prologue, not a lot going on. I mean, we're basically looking to see them jump as many times as possible and not fall to their death, which both runners handle that very well. And we're waiting on a layout change here. 1 second. There we go.
All right, there we go.
All right, and again, we're moving into city here. And again, it's gonna be watch and repeat. I mean, I feel that the runners now have like shook away any nerves that they might have had. So we're gonna see a lot more confidence behind both runners. There was like a few instances where like TGH
Msushi doesn't dash in the right direction there.
As I was just talking about nerves.
Yeah.
My commentary curses have been very on point. I feel horrible about it. But again, it's early. Demo Dash is going to play a big role here, I believe, once again. So
at least he didn't cause someone to die in the second auto-scroller of Ridge, right?
Oh no, don't tell me that happened.
Yep, that happened at during GSA. I was racing against Mr. Ike, and Flair said how well I was doing in Ridge, and then I died in the second autoscroller.
Oh my gosh, I saw that on Twitter. I felt so bad. I was like, oh no.
Alright, well, back to this.
Yeah.
Teach is doing... They're actually pretty close, actually. Despite Msushi's death at the start, they're almost at the exact same time. Oh, but Msushi bonks his head there.
But he gets away clean. Alright, cool. So we're moving into Old Site. And again, for the most part, the first part of the game, the routes are pretty optimized, so we're not going to see too much of a shift on how the runners are going to approach these rooms. And again, it's going to be over before you realize it, because these are very, very short.
Yeah. Resort is when we're most likely to see a divide between the two runners.
And just moving and grooving through. Wish there was like more to discuss. Oh, I think Teef's... I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. I think he's trying to get a wall bounce, but he just bonked his head instead. So he didn't get as high as he wanted to. That was very interesting. Oh, Teej missing the shot there to get to the other drink block. Let's see if Msushi can capitalize. Taking the safer route by grabbing.
Yeah, that's like a few frames lost by grabbing it, but some people are just really confident getting straight through that corner. It's almost pixel perfect though if you try to do it that way. If you just climb to the top of the corner, you can always get through.
Msushi actually, it looks like he's definitely catching up in this chapter right now. Both runners are on the same screen here. Teej at the tail end, and Msushi not that far behind. I think this might come down to has a clean awake. Oh, Msushi running to a little bit of a...
Yeah, going a little slow for that last fall. Still, like, one mistake in a wake can sync them up again if TGH doesn't do it perfectly. And Msushi does.
Alright, so here we go. The awake portion. Okay, TGH, I see you sneaking that little ultra right there. I see you. Wow, Msushi too. Jeez Louise. These guys, wow. Very impressive from both runners.
Yeah. Almost flawless old site. There's a few minor errors in each. They're pretty much neck and neck still.
As we move into resort, and again, the big elephant in the room is going to be Demo Dash. I think whoever gets this, or if they get it first try, they're going to have a nice, solid lead. So we'll see how this pans out. Of course, it's way later. Anything else can happen because resort is a...
Oh, Msushi dashes left there instead of down. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not.
Right. So again, run the mill. It's like deja vu. If you tuned in for the first time, we got our keys yet again. But again,
both of them going under that blob. It's fairly tight.
You're gonna see if TGH gets his dash back here. Opts to do a wave dash to get it back there to save a little time. And
Msushi going there as well. I actually found out you could do that for the first time watching a different race. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but I had no idea you could wave dash off of that given there are fuzzies on the ground.
Yeah, I think another option too is if you stand like on the very edge of the corner, it's possible to get your dash back there too with a late hyper.
Yeah, I've seen people extend a hyper off the very left edge and get the dash back, but
yeah, I believe Tej mentioned that it's more consistent to do the wave dash versus the pixel. So, and especially in a tournament setting like this, you're going to want to hit everything the first try every time. So
you don't see a lot of people do it because if you wave dash too late, a fuzzy's going to spawn there and just kill you.
Yeah, that is true. And then losing time on that. All right, so Tej is moving into the first portion of Huge Mess. Msushi not too far behind.
They're only a few rooms apart, yeah.
Oh, and Msushi is... I'm seeing the aggressiveness behind his play right now. He's definitely trying to catch up. But you have to be too careful. If you play too aggressive, it gets to borderline recklessness, and then that's when more deaths and everything will start occurring. So as long as Sushi can stay in control of Madeline here, I think he will be able to make up some time. We'll see.
He's getting that very nice wall bounce.
Yeah, I feel like he's gaining time right now. I really do. Steve just got into the laundry portion here. Alright, Teach is out of Huge Mess here. MCC. Oh no! Taking a death trying to get the cycle skip.
Oh no! I have to take the slower cycle now.
Saving a little time by getting that corner boost as he gets his Huge Mess finished here. And now Teach in elevator shaft again. We're going to see Demo Dash again. So we'll see if he's going to get it first try. Sushi is barreling through these rooms right now.
Alright, demo dash time for TGH.
Oh, first try. Huge pressure on Msushi to see if he can follow suit on that. He's gonna have to get it first try, or he might not get the opportunity to come back. Oh no!
Oh no! This is unfortunate. Oh, that's 3 deaths, which means he's now lost time as opposed to not going for demo dash.
He gets it the 4th time though, so able to get his bearings back, but the lead is very apparent. TGH moving way out in front now. About 3 screens away from clearing Resort, as Sushi's getting his Ashura chase started right now. But we will see. TJ's mentioned that he is having a little trouble in that last room during his streams, but not today. Not today as he clears out.
Yeah, it was a flawless resort from TGH. Deathless as well.
Yeah, finishing up at 424. Now Sushi in the last room too. Making great work of this. Doing his best to keep Ashiro out of line of sight with Madeline as he just freely... Wow.
Yeah, and it's only very recently that a truly deathless run of Resort is possible thanks to Demo Dash.
That is true.
Giving the intentional reset in the key room.
Alright, so now Teach moving through in his Golden Ridge.
Ooh, nice corner boost.
All right, so T's getting ready to do another spike jump here. Gets a first try. First try every time, folks. No, not really. There have been some mishaps here and there during the tournament. But he's zooming through. We're going to see that
lots
ultra.
of different ways to do this auto-scaler room. Seems like he's just going to do the ultra off the block. Yep.
I believe Msushi also did that in when he got to that point too, and was successful. So I have confidence it's going to happen again.
Oh, not getting the wall boost, being a little too far to the right.
All right, let's see him. Msushi,
Oh, TGH not getting the wall boost there either.
Nice ultra on that auto scroller skip from Msushi 2. And now Tej on the second auto scroller here. That's actually pretty huge because I believe in the race against Flo Derby, who went for that.
Getting cornered there, gonna have to go for the reverse hyper instead.
Oh yeah, I think TGH.
Oh, he fell off the block. Gonna have to take this cloud instead. It's at least good that that room has 2 backup strats you can go for if you mess up either of the normal ones.
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing Tej do all 3 of the strats during his race against YP at GDQ.
I do remember that too. Alright, so TGH just about done with Cliff Face here as Msushi is getting into his portion of Cliff Face. Again, it's just going to take a mistake from TGH for Msushi to at least get a little bit of time here. Now, obviously, during the whole course of it, you know, Msushi could easily...
Ooh, nice ultra strat. Gonna go over the snowball, what I was saying.
Like, Msushi has the opportunity to gain, like, maybe like a half second here, half second there, but for, like, to really get a nice opportunity, Tej is going to have to make a mistake.
Yeah, and a big mistake as well.
Actually, since we are talking about that, Tej did not get the infamous yeet in the first race. So we'll see if it's going to happen again. Unfortunately, Msushi also did not get it, but that could be an opportunity. And actually, speaking of mistakes, there was a little mishap on TGH's side, slamming into the dash block there instead of landing on top of it. So again, it's these little nuances here that will give Msushi the opportunity to save a little bit of time.
Yeah, and during a lot of races you might see with players who aren't on the very top of the leaderboard, you might see them do a small mistake here or there and just kind of dismiss it. But when we're against 2 of the greatest, when we're watching 2 of the greatest players in the world, those small mistakes are magnified and make a much bigger difference.
Absolutely.
Ooh, Msushi getting a fast cycle in that room. Squeezing between those spikes.
And I think that's also the big difference too. Tej is known for going for the more consistent type approaches to the rooms, which is great because obviously consistency is key to, you know, be a stellar. Oh no!
Oh no! I missed it. Did Tej get the yeet?
He did. He did.
Okay.
But I'm noticing from Msushi's side, he's playing very aggressive. A case in point in that yeet opportunity, because he's just like zooming through it, but was a little too slow. And again, right there, ultraing into that bubble. So I feel that if Msushi can maintain these more aggressive strats, he's gonna slowly chip away at TGH's lead.
TGH fiddling with that cutscene skip a little.
Alright, now Msushi in the secret tutorial here.
He goes pretty far to the right. Oh, he goes past Madeline for a moment there.
Alright, Tej is moving through the unraveling portion. In the final room with the these key switches and the Seekers again. And now Msushi getting his unraveling into full swing here.
Oh, Msushi dropping down for a moment there. Seeker right into the switch.
And Teach taking care of search skip, excuse me. Research and the search skip, that's what was going on there. And getting ready to run into Theo here. Now Msushi also getting ready for that too. Alright, so now Teach moving into the Theo portion. Hitting him with that fadeaway jumper. And with these out of
there's two bunks.
Yep. So fast he actually some of the routes have to be changed. But he's handling it like a pro. He's got one more Seeker to deal with. Again, Sushi nailing these ultra strats too. Opting to not go for the ultra strat there, but that is quite alright. So he keeps him trucking through. Teach on the final screen.
Oh, just a very slight bump. Not a problem though.
Alright, Msushi approaching the last portion here of Mirror. He is out at, looks like, a 1540 something? 1544. And TGH, wow, continuing with the skips, getting a leg skip on the first try here. This man is on fire right now.
Yeah, you got some pretty perfect feather movement in that dream, taking advantage of the extra position you get from a controller. Msushi might have a little more difficulty, but he should get through fine.
That is true. Msushi is a keyboard player, so not having the full control of the feathers here, but still making it work for him.
It is possible to achieve some of those otherwise analog-only angles by wiggling between two angles at a certain rate, but it's still much more difficult than just having an analog stick. Thankfully, almost all of the feather strats are equally viable with both types of inputs. Though there are some rooms, like the last room of Battleland, for example, where you need to move as quickly as possible in order to get some of the better skips.
So again, we are expecting TGH to take the top route here at that pivotal point of the split. Msushi also took the top route in the first race and actually got through that room. I'm going to say he got through it faster. He was able to utilize the... Oh, TGH's taking a death here. Msushi was able to utilize the intangibility of the birds as we run into them to actually dash through them and was able to save a few, I'll probably say like a half second or so. So see if he can.
And TGH, no problem with the top route. Gained about like 0.3 seconds, I think, from doing that.
TGH is heading into the ravine portion of the game.
Msushi going top once again. Oh, nice. Is that faster than going over the bumper?
I think so. But I'm not sure how much faster that is.
It's pretty swag either way.
Oh, definitely. caught me by surprise in the first round. So Teach, let's see if he's going to do a little bit of dancing with the Kevin block here like he did the first time. Looks to be the case.
Yeah. Straight battling.
Yeah, let's get some heyas in the chat. You guys know what time it is.
Oh, and Msushi fast falling through that ravine.
And I believe Msushi's just going to lay back in the cut and get prepared for the battling boost here. He gets the full deal too. Nicely done. It should be noted that in this tournament, any platform is viable to run on, even though it's like current patch. The big difference here is that on the console versions of the game, that battle and boost section, you actually have the chance of forcing the game to crash if you were to die as that cutscene begins. So
yeah,
it's just like the small nuances there. It's a little riskier to take on console, but
these are both PC players, so not a problem for either though.
I think Msushi taking a different strat there, getting an ultra off. Oh, ultra into that feather 2 got a little too high to his liking, but was able to recover nicely. And yeah, wow, Msushi's running on all cylinders right now. Oh my gosh. And TGH now actually getting into the second portion of the battling fight.
Oh, Msushi went under battling for a moment there. Didn't cause any harm though. Oh, Msushi didn't quite get into position to take the bumper, having to extend a dash jump instead.
He's just flying through this right now. I'm really bad when it comes to gauging time, but it looks like he is on a very fantastic pace. Sub 30 definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe a little close to his PB. We'll have to see.
He's almost, I think, like a whole half minute ahead of Sushi at this. Oh no!
Oh no! Didn't get the boost off the bumper there and tried to save it, but that is the break that Msushi needed here.
That's the worst possible death you can get in Reflection as well.
Oh, definitely.
Either that or the Ravine Room, but even the Ravine Room is not that bad.
But it looks like Tej is not phased by it as he gets through and is working his way up to the end of Chapter 6 here. He's going to clock in at a 2110? 2110, I believe.
Ooh, that was a close call for Sushi. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
That was
What a
save.
save! Yo, can we get some clips on this save, please? My goodness.
I didn't even know you could get to the springs from that corner.
Yeah, and I thought he was a sitting duck.
Like, I know it's possible to go back to the platform on the left if you accidentally grab that, if you neutral jump up the wall, but he just went straight for the spring.
And again, that just shows the caliber of the runners right now. Like, just having that extra knowledge. Like, I would, if I was in that spot, I would have just hit retry. Like, nope, got to start this over and just like be flustered about it. But amazing presence of mind on Sushi's behalf as he is ready to go into Summit here, and Tej actually getting through the first portion.
Oh, Msushi didn't get enough distance to reach the crystal, so he retried.
So Msushi now getting out of the first portion of the Summit.
Ooh, Tej almost not reaching that spring, but able to climb up the block to hit it. grabbing that block, letting it go a little early. Heading right through that gap.
Alright, Teach getting the correct height there this round on that dream block.
Oh, Msushi not quite being able to use the block to his advantage. I have to go for an alternative. TGH with some perfect dream hypers.
Teach heading in at 1500 here. Again, those long rooms of this portion of Summit are could be very detrimental depending on how things pan out here.
Yeah. There's some very tight cycle skips that I think both of them go for. He's getting probably the harder of two.
And he gets to the first long room. Msushi finishing up his 1000.
Perfect ultra room for TGH.
Ooh, oh my goodness, Msushi kind of real close there. Again, that aggressive play, trying to catch up on Teach here. Most notably because Teach's 1500 was essentially flawless.
Msushi.
Nice save, nice save. Let's go.
Gonna have to time the cycle a little better. Okay. Very good save from Msushi.
Teach having a little bit of trouble climbing up that wall there. He's got a berry with him. Gonna see if he's gonna get a friend here. Nope, leaving that other berry behind. But the question is, how far is this berry gonna go? Oh, are you trying to keep it?
Everybody hopping on the platform.
Oh no, let's it go there.
He wanted to take it. He wanted to take it all the way to battle it.
Going for some swag there too.
Oh.
Oh, taking a death in this room though. Oh, another one. He gets it clear, but Msushi also taking a death in the snowball room. And he gets out, ready to take on his auto scroller skip.
No problem.
And now Teach heading into the Mirror Temple portion of Summit. But Msushi only a few screens behind again, so getting through this one fine. Looks like we are getting a sync, I believe.
Yeah, a small sync. They're only a few seconds apart. IGT. Good key skip for Teach. Oh, and he ultras past that bubble. Only losing like a second, given that's the very start of the room.
And now Sushi in Mirror Temple himself. He's going to follow suit here. Again, just a few screens out. Oh no.
Oh. I think he did a full jump off of there instead of a wave dash and ended up going too high.
Okay, I mentioned in the first run that Teach did not have his dash, his full dash going into that vertical climb there, but it looks like that might be intended as he had that same situation again. As he gets ready for his 3000 portion. Again, chat, let's get that countdown going.
Yeah, because for that last vertical climb, I I think they both step onto the right block to get their dash back anyway. So what I did see TGH actually dash jump off of one of the last moving blocks.
Oh.
Which apparently is slightly faster, but is incredibly risky.
And Msushi getting ready for his 3000 ascent here.
Oh, TGH not even needing to grab the wall to line that up.
MCC burning through this downdraft portion. Holy smokes. Now Teach on flag 13. Gonna see these lock switches one last time. And he's out. And now MCC on the updraft portion. Is Teach runs into flag 10 here. Msushi opting to keep his dash to get through that gap there. Very nicely done.
Ooh, TJ's going a little low with those. Oh no, he can neutral jump. Okay.
A nice recovery there. Alright, Teach getting into flag 2 here. Home stretch for him. Looking to get a sub 30.
Yeah. I think Sushi's on PB pace as well. Could be very close for him though.
I believe Sushi is at, I think it's 30-20. So it's going to be close, but it's definitely doable. We'll see. Teach clocking it at 29.46. He's going to be your winner of this race and the best of 3, taking it 2-0.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Sushi will be getting quite the PB, but it's still a very good time for him. Only just about 3 or so seconds off. Oh, gets cornered there.
And it's
very well done.
30-24. Nicely done from both runners again. GG's to both. Again, that's TGH clocking in at a 29.46 and Msushi coming in at a 30-24. We will see if we can get the runners in for an post-game interview here. So sit tight, folks. And again, as always, take the opportunity to follow these runners. My gosh, that was such an amazing race. And
yes, they're both very talented speedrunners. With Msushi even being a potential contender for the 3rd ever sub 30 time. He's getting very close.
That is very true.
I'll see if either he or Oddbod gets it first. I think they're the main competitors. Oh, Bye-Bye as well. Bye-Bye is very close as well.
Yeah, I think he got to 30.05.
Mostly just a race between the 3 to get their PBs down. Bye-Bye has a 30.19 and Oddbot has a 30.05.
Oh, that's right. I get them mixed up for some. I get those two mixed up for some reason, even though their names are not really the same.
Oddbot even set that PB during a race, which is pretty impressive.
That's nuts.
It's same with Flo Derby, and that was the world record at the time.
Oh yeah.
Basically, we're getting a lot of really good runs from the top runners here, either being close to PB or past it.
Yeah, this is, if you're interested in like learning to speedrun or just trying to see what this is about, this is probably the best time to watch these 80% tournaments, as they're showcasing basically the creme de la creme, the best of the best right now. So looking forward to more exciting matches here. I'm going to pull the bracket up. Actually, no, I take that back. I already know this. So TGH is going to face the winner against Taggerson and Psyched, if I'm not mistaken. And then basically from there, it's going to be the winner of that versus Oddbod. And then the winner of that match will go against Fledervy in the grand finals. So it'll be very exciting. I think I'm going to try to see if we can get these guys in here.
Yeah, and if we see most likely either Oddbod or TGH in grand finals, that race is just going to be legendary. Like we have a very good potential grand finals for this tournament.
Yeah, apparently Fledervy versus Oddbod happened earlier in the week. I believe it was on Wednesday. It was very low key, like under the wire, under the radar kind of thing. Yes, the interview will be happening very soon. We're just waiting to get a mic check from both runners here. So thank you for your patience.
All right, so we're just making sure that the other two are good to go for an interview. Should be happening very soon.
All right, I'm back,
Hello.
and I brought a few friends with me.
Acquaintances, I'd say.
Hello, Msushi.
Fellow speedrunners.
Hello, TGH.
Hello.
They're programmatic, FC.
So congrats to you, TGH, for taking this one down. How did you feel about the race overall?
Thank you. Yeah, I was telling Sushi in the setup channel. I definitely had some extra nervous energy going for this race or for these races.
Yeah. Racing can definitely.
Yeah,
I was
pumped up for these races, but trying not to get too pumped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are definitely, I think, the two best runs though that I've had this tournament, for sure. So, it was good. It was. I'm pretty proud of the way I played overall, and GG's to Sushi as well. He
like a sub 30 in a race is definitely impressive.
Not to mention you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We haven't gotten many sub 30s in this tournament so far.
only one, I think, before this one.
Yeah.
And it was
Flat got one.
it was a pretty historic one.
Yeah.
Flat, I think, got one in his match versus Oddbod too, but
I think he just barely got sub 30 in that match, yeah.
yeah.
Just barely. By about 29 seconds.
Yeah.
Close one.
So, Msushi, how did you feel overall on your performance today?
I have a lot on my mind, so I might talk for a bit. But the first thing I'd like to preface this match with was that, actually a couple of things. Well, in the overall bracket scheme, when I saw the top 8, I was like, if I beat Black Pair, I get to face the loser of TGH versus Fledervy. And although, we don't have like biases, of course, I can't say anything out loud, but in my head, I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna be racing Fledervy because TGH is really good at the video game. But, and then I was like excited. Yeah, I was really excited for that match because Flad knocked me out round 3. And then that happened, so now I'm in this matchup, and seeing this, I'm like, well, my thoughts just went from like a miracle like win to like a miracle maybe I can look like I'm competitive. Not really though, but like I guess it's just a self-esteem thing because I would have rematched Flad, but what's interesting is this match versus TGH for me, this is actually a rematch from the group stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the group stage, I believe when we started out, TGH was of course a 1 seed. I was like barely a 2 seed. And at a tournament match, I had like a PB of a 33-34. He had like, I want to say, just barely got that sub 31, I want to say. When we raced, of course,
I think so.
Yeah, he smacked me by like 3 minutes. So, and it was definitely like, going into this because at the time, I wasn't that experienced with the game. And I didn't have a lot going into it. And I said at the end,
come a long way though.
Yeah, I said at the end, see you in the finals. And although we didn't quite make it there, it was a valiant effort. And I still like looking back at that, just how, I guess, cocky I was. But that's just what I have to say in terms of the history. I guess overall with how I played today, I'm happy in terms of like if I was playing anybody else, but when you're placed against like TGH or even Fledervy or like even like Oddbod, these people who are like, I feel I have this perspective that they're so much better than me. I just set the bar so high that it's so hard to meet it. So even though I am kind of disappointed and I'm knocked out of the tournament, for me, I guess it was an expected result, especially because...
Now you can just aim to try and beat Oddbod to third ever sub 30.
Yeah, that's
your next goal.
Definitely a goal. But yeah, like throughout this series, I just said that like TGH is definitely the more experienced player. He's been playing the game longer, so it would probably be incredibly unlikely for him to just make really just like bad mistakes that cost a lot of time just because he has that experience, has that time in the game, more hours than I do. So my goal was just hit him hard early. Well, not him, hit the timer hard, and really just knock down those first couple of 4 splits and just play with confidence. And both of the runs, I struggled a lot in Resort. My first run, actually, I got like 6 try demo dash. And I think that would like normally break about even, but because I took so long to set up, it was actually slower than like getting the key. I think
it's third try. If you mess up third try, you end up going slower than getting the key.
Yeah, and that just mentally impacted me a lot through the whole game. I'm like, imagine like if I got the key, I could have been 5 more seconds ahead right now, and that's like a really stupid thing to think about. That's something you want to like put it in the past. But I mean, yeah, overall, I can dwell on a lot in the series. I realize I have a lot to improve, but when TGH is playing within 30 seconds of his PB, and I'm even here playing within 20, I can't be too mad,
Yeah. And you were even just 4 seconds away from your PB in the second race.
Yeah, so, no kidding.
By your standards, that's a really good run.
For sure, though. I think if I could say something, Sushi, as much as you're sort of like verbally distancing yourself from myself right now, I think it's like the course of this tournament has evolved in such a way that really has exhibited how much more competitive of a speed game Celeste has become. And I think this race has especially exhibited that in these 2 races because we were like one of my best race runs, I think probably the best race run I've ever had, we were less than a minute apart. I think we were 40 seconds apart, and the first time we raced in this tournament, like you said, it was about a 3-minute difference, I think. And it just goes to show like how tight it's become at the top, and it's really, really cool to see for sure.
And definitely. And also just to recap too, pretty much up to Resort, you guys were literally neck and neck, and it really did come down to demo dash. But even then, there were opportunities where Sushi, you were playing very aggressive and you were saving time in a lot of the rooms where TGH was going for his more consistent rooms, or if there was like I think a few deaths in a few spots too, and just like your aggressive play was definitely saving time there. It's just I think the demo dash is just like, at least at this point for the level of runners that we have, that's where the big key is going to turn to. Like if you can get demo dash first try, then like you're set. But it's either like second or third, then that's when like the differences in the race will occur.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm probably like out of people who go for that in runs, I'm definitely probably the worst, but just because of the caliber of play I'm trying to achieve, it's so much time saved that you have to go for it. And it kind of annoys me when my first run was an incredible resort. It was definitely on IL pace, even if I got like second try demo dash, but when it gets in your head for me. I don't know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially if you miss it like on the second time, then like you might get like a sense of panic. Like where like I have to do it, and then just like you get a little reckless, and then it's just
for
like,
sure.
Boom, boom, boom. But still, good on you to continue, and you did get it, which is what is really important. I mean, like it would have been easy for a runner to just like go the additional route and then lose even more time. So, props to you for sticking to your guns on that.
Thank you.
Let me see.
All right, so we should probably close off at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have any closing things to say, let it be known.
Yeah, good luck in the rest of the tournament, TGH. Really looking forward to it. Just
Thank
as a
you, man. I
spectator.
appreciate it. And great races as well. And a great tournament, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hoping to see you get your rematch against Vlad.
That would be something.
Can't wait for Taggerson to upset the entire tournament.
Ooh, let's
What?
go. Okay.
Did I say something? Sorry.
All right, cool. Well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and as always, give the runners a follow, man. If you're here, you're obviously wanting to see some high quality Celeste gameplay. So definitely go to the channels, hit that little heart icon, get that follow going. And if you enjoyed my or Programmatic commentary, let me just make sure I say that right.
You got it right.
Give him a follow too. And with that being said, Programmatic, it was great commentating with you. I'm looking forward to doing more matches in the future.
Yep. I'll definitely be here for some more as well.
All right. And we will go ahead and wrap this one up. So
Yep.
you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next time.
Good night to everyone who's watching.
Night, guys.
And
See ya.
to the runners, of course.